So they have no choice but to just be quiet, like, oh, there's Harry. Oh, okay. Hi. And keep it moving. Don't say nothing. Hi, Harry. I'm dignified. Nice to see you. Yeah, how about those Yankees, huh? Hello, YouTubers. Welcome to my channel. It is hot in here. It is hot. So my AC is on. I hope it doesn't bother you. Otis is trying to get out. It's chaotic. I know my sound sucked in my last video when I was at the hotel. But hey, let's just deal with it, okay? You know I'm doing what I can. Don't beat up on a sister girl. I'm just trying. I'm just trying, y'all. So there's a lot to talk about. So we know this Thursday is going to be the tribute to Diana for her 60th, what would have been her 60th birthday. I will be going live that day. If you know where it's airing, if you know any details about that event, if it's televised, let me know so I can prepare properly. If not, it's going to be a shot in the dark. I'm just going to go live and y'all can tell me what's happening. I don't know. Maybe somebody is there can give me a feed, a live play-by-play of what's happening, because we know Harry's going to be there. And he, in his video, when he did his video tribute to the Diana Awards, he did mention that he and his brother are going to be, you know, hosting this this event, or talking at this event for their mother. So he did give a nod to his brother. He said his wife's name Meghan. I hardly understood how he kind of mumbled it. It's just like he kind of was trying to say it, but I could hardly even hear him say his wife's name in the video. Right. So here's the deal. We know that Harry is going to be in, well, actually he's already in the UK, and he is apparently not really looking to extend an olive branch to his brother. He's just being all stuck up like that. And I really don't think William needs to extend an olive branch. What has William done? You know, William hasn't done anything. So the headline is that Prince Harry's UK return triggers emergency at palace. Prince William in despair. I can only imagine. William is just like, he's at a point where he probably never has felt this much anger before. And for good reason. He has very good reasons to be extremely angry. Because you're going to go and talk about the family and about William being trapped in front of the whole world, and you just going to come lollyfooting back in like, you know, okay, let's do the unveiling of the statue. You know, like nothing happened. And for me, I wish that William will give some pushback. Because, see, this is what needs to happen. And there's another article I'm going to be talking about. Apparently, Kate is not coming because she doesn't want to have to mess with the rankings of, you know, Harry being there and then she just stepping out and the brothers being equal. It's like, well, who cares? Why are you always trying to extend some courtesies to Harry? So he don't feel bad. Well, he ain't thinking about you. He's not thinking about what he is doing to the reputation of the royal family. And see, this is why when I spoke about this before, Harry and his wife will continue doing what they are doing until they get a smackdown. That's just what it is. Until they are humbled in the most severe way possible, until they are shaken to their core, they will not be able to rebuild and be better. And it's very similar to what happens to young recruits when they come into the military. They come in there all cocky, they come in there with whatever kind of attitude, but they are broken down. They are humiliated. They are pushed to the brink of complete despair and not knowing what to do because they are broken. They are broken. And until you break that mentality of thinking the way they are when they come in, they can't rebuild to be better. And if the royal family, if they keep extending these little, oh, here we go, we're gonna make Kate leave, so you know, so that you feel okay. Okay, Harry, you okay? We gonna just make Kate leave. We know that ain't gonna make you feel good, so we just gonna push her to the side. How you doing? You doing okay? Okay, we know we got issues with you, but we don't want to make things worse for you because we know you sensitive. We know you sensitive. And then what happens? He feels emboldened. He feels emboldened to, okay, you know, y'all tripping, huh? Y'all tripping? Okay, I'm leaving. I'm here now, but I'm going to leave. And I'm going to go create more havoc with my wife when I get back. Because he feels like he can just keep doing what he's doing because everyone is bowing down, kowtowing to his. It's like they'll just let him do what he wants and not really ruffle the feathers. And continually doing this is not helping Harry. And I know it seems really mean to make him feel like he is outranked or to make him feel like he is being shunned. And we know he's going to feel that because no one's really going to speak to him. But until you really come across in a way that really hits him at his core with the humiliation in front of the public. So in a polite, dignified, royal kind of way. We're not talking about the ghetto break somebody. We're talking about the dignified way to break them. Make them feel like, okay, we've taken the title. We just taken the title. You used the title when you were not supposed to on that birth certificate. So, when they break the rules, you make consequences for breaking the rules. And until they do that, I'm like, Harry just gonna keep doing it. I'm telling you, that's what's going to happen. I'm giving my advice, and I am saying what I am saying to extend love and peace and harmony. It can sound harsh and cruel, but believe me, this is how you can bring Harry back in a way that is going to make him really see the error of his ways and to be much more upstanding and respectful to the family, because they will break you down where you will be feeling like a new man. It's like you get really dirty and you get all comfortable in your dirt and your funk and your stank. Okay? You go take a shower, you go get refreshed, and I'm feeling better now. I done got all that gunk out and I'm feeling like a new person now. It's kind of like the same thing, but for the mind. So that is a way to really help Harry. It really is. So we know that when they have the unveiling of the statue on Thursday, it's going to mark the 60th birthday for Princess Diana, and I would love to see what she would have looked like at 60 years old. I really would. And it's really sad because it seems like this whole attitude and conflict between the brothers is really going to put a damper on the ceremony for Diana. It's going to somewhat be, I'm hoping not overshadowed, but it is going to put in a little focus on how are they going to get along during this. And we really don't have anyone to blame but Harry's wife for all of this. And people who really want to look at this in a way that sees how all of this happened, this has happened because of Harry's wife. She is the reason for this divide. Clear and as present as you want to see it, because she is the reason for all of this. So the top figures of Buckingham Palace, they are working to bring an end to this present emergency, and make no mistake, they view it as little less than an emergency. Yeah, because the future king is just beside himself. He's spitting fireballs, y'all. He's upset. Royal expert Roya says neither brothers are offering an olive branch, and William should definitely not be offering anything. If anything, he should sit back and wait for an apology, because he deserves it. He and his wife deserve an apology. The royal expert or editor was also speaking close to close friends of both brothers, who reportedly said that I fear it will be the same as Prince Philip's funeral. They're going to nod, they're going to recognize each other, they're going to be cordial, but nothing is going to extend beyond that. And this is one of those situations where The Queen really needs to do something. I think she'd be highly commended. She'd be highly saluted for that. It's despair as well as anger. William is very angry at his brother, and he has every right to be angry. Both Meghan and Prince Harry were interviewed by Oprah, as we know, in March, and they spoke about the different tensions in the households and their reasons for leaving the UK for a new life. And when you extend to the whole world about your plans of what you are doing and why you're doing what you want to do, you have to be ready to face consequences. And if the royal family is not going to give them consequences to their atrocious behavior and how they have treated their family, then I hate to say it, but it's going to continue. It is going to continue. Sources saying that they both know it's not about them, but remembering the late princess. And after all, that is what it is about. We know it's about honoring her. But the idea is that this can all be forgiven and forgotten is going to take a lot longer than a couple of days. Now, there was another source that had said before Oprah, there was some sympathy for Harry, but not after that. He knew the damage he was doing, that he had looked deeply uncomfortable, tells us everything that we need to know. Yeah. So make him feel the pain, make him feel the burn, make him know what he has done is wrong. The Queen is missing in action. Why has Harry become William's responsibility? She could disempower the Harkles by stripping them of all titles and awards she had gifted them, but won't. Inviting them to the Jubilee celebrations, indeed. Having another bigger statue unveiling celebration in September, indeed. Give the toxic couple the boot. This was a comment that someone had made, and you're going to get more of the same unless you make some drastic changes. And apparently the Queen went over to Frogmore Cottage and had a word with Harry when he first got here. That's implied that she had a word with him because they said that she went to Frogmore, and we knew that Harry was going to isolate over at Frogmore Cottage. And I think the Queen is trying to do something to make amends for what wrong she thinks that she might have done. But if you understood what is really happening here, you'll know that you didn't do anything wrong. You are in the presence of a woman who is creating this drama to brand herself and for public recognition and to really create her stardom off of your back's misery. That is what's happening. Okay, so now there's other reports and stories that Prince Harry's he is calling his pals for advice. Harry is homesick. Good, Harry. Be homesick. This is just the beginning for you. You're going to be a lot sick with a lot of different things. And this is just the beginning for you. So I'm happy to hear that he is feeling homesick. This man don't know what he has done. He is just so immature in his behavior. It's crazy. Okay, so there is a royal author that has seen that Harry has been homesick, and he is relying on his friends in the UK for support. These are some of his old friends that he has known since the time he was a bachelor, before he had met his wife. And I'm sure that his wife told him to kick those friends to the curb. Harry is in for a rude awakening, y'all. He really is. Because, you know, he tried to convince himself, I think, that he would get this anxiety when coming to the UK. No, it's just the opposite. He's feeling nostalgia now. He's feeling like, oh, the place that makes me feel like I'm familiar with this. This is the life that I know. This is going to bring back all those warm fuzzies for him. But he's going to try to say, oh, no, I don't feel no warm fuzzies. I hate it. I get anxiety. You know, he tries to convince himself that it's the opposite. Harry is so delusional right now that he is bound to have a serious relapse of depression and despair, because there's no turning back from this. Because the only way he can really turn back from this is to bring his wife on board, and that she would have to essentially start feeling bad for her husband to say, okay, we sorry, can we come back? People ain't taking him back. She ain't saying she's sorry. Harry's world is turned upside down, and he is going to continually feel the burn and the pain of what he has done. And this is a good thing. Trust me, it's a good thing. Feel the burn, Harry. Feel it. Now, the royal author has said that Prince Harry has been calling his UK pals for advice and wants to admit mistakes, following a string of explosive interviews where he appeared to attack his father and the royal family. Now, this support system is said to be made up of schoolmates, military comrades, and royal mentors and aides. The Duke is saying that his brother William, he will see his brother William, of course, July 1st. He's self-isolating in the UK and doing what he should be doing, you know, abiding by the government guidelines and everything. But he don't want to do what the Queen says. He don't want to do what the people that love him tell him to do. He wants to do what his wife tells him to do. They have listened sympathetically to both sides without saying, okay, you right, William, you right, Harry. Well, hey, there ain't no side to take, because what has William done? William ain't done nothing to say, okay, I like what you said, William. Like, you right, William. You right. No, William ain't done nothing for them to take sides. All they got to do is look at Harry and say, man, what you doing? What you doing, man? Like, you just going to dish your family like this? And William just standing over here, going to events, doing what he's supposed to do. Like, this is what really gets me, like, beside myself when I hear people saying that neither one of the brothers is willing to extend an olive branch. Well, what does William have to extend an olive branch for? It's like he's the one who was thrown under the bus. It's like he's the one under the bus, you know, like hurting and feeling the pain. And then once someone's supposed to, it's just like someone's supposed to say to him, now, okay, what you gonna do, William? I know you under that bus. Get up. Stop acting like you hurt. You ain't hurt. You was in the way. That's why you down there under the bus, feeling the pain of the bus running you over. Say you sorry. Say you sorry. That's so stupid. Like, what is he going to do? If anything, people should be helping William and, you know, saying, look, we understand what your brother has done to you. We gotta go do something to this madman, because he is literally a madman at this point. But this information is slowly coming out. Slowly they're starting to see even more lies from the interview. The report came out for the earnings that the royals had given to Harry and his wife when they said that they were cut off. Like, the lies. Oprah has to see that she has done something that has been detrimental to her, even her reputation. Man. Sometimes it's good to be in one of those households where your family just be giving it to you. Like, they don't know how to handle things in a dignified way. You straighten up real fast because they just going off on you. And this is the problem. We trying to always be dignified, and dignity is not going to get you much when you got a loose cannon, because we see what has infiltrated this royal family. And this woman who is essentially has not been grown or brought up in a dignified manner kind of way. Now, she hasn't lived a ghetto lifestyle either, but she hasn't lived a high, well-to-do lifestyle either. She's kind of lived a very spoiled, isolated, daddy's little girl, get what I want kind of an attitude. And she's interjecting this dysfunctional behavior into this family that goes about things in a very different way and manner. And you've got a real, I mean, I can imagine that she has seen some things from her mom's side of the family, you know, how to deal with an unruly child. I'm sure there is some kind of recollection in there. But this is what you have. You have an unruly child. And what she is doing is unprecedented. The royal family, they don't know how to deal with this. It's just like, what is going on? We got a loose one, y'all. So this is desperate times calls for desperate measures. They need to shake it up. They need to shake it up. They thought Diana was doing something. This is times 10 what Diana did, because at least Diana grew up in an aristocratic family and could relate to, you know, being dignified and all of that. But Meghan, she just a loose cannon, and she's getting ready to do things because her ego, her narcissism, she has to have what she wants. This is what she is used to. She's used to always getting what she wants. And they're going to be feeling the brunt of a lot of the things that Meghan is going to be causing them. More is to come. More is to come. Now, here's the thing. It has been claimed that Prince Harry has been calling his friends mournfully, and that's in quotes, after his public complaints about his dad were so poorly received. That's right. Because you best be believing, had the public been on his side, he wouldn't be feeling mournfully. You know, he'd be feeling indignant. Yeah, that's right. My daddy this and my daddy that. He's feeling this way because people ain't feeling him. They not feeling how you behaving. How dare you, Harry, Windsor? People ain't feeling you. And they certainly ain't feeling your wife. So he's really getting the public backlash of what he has done. And now he's like, oh my God, what do I got to do now? Because people hating me. People not liking me. This is only the beginning, Harry, Windsor. This is only the beginning. More is to come for you, buddy-o. More is to come. So that's why you better go to this ceremony and shut your mouth and come back to California. And just do nothing. Just sit there and be miserable. It's about time you were miserable. Be miserable. Cry. Just be in despair and just anguish and just suck it all up and feel it. Feel it. It's what you need. You need to feel that. That's the problem. You ain't felt that enough. That's why you acting out. Because when you get a smackdown and you feel like you know you've been doing things wrong, when you really feel like, oh, I was wrong, I shouldn't have done that, that's when you straighten up. And you're going to keep acting a fool until you start seeing that people ain't liking what you're doing. And you get a smackdown for it. Shoot. I know one thing. I just can't contain myself. I'm sorry, y'all. Let me forgive me. Because when I think about it, when I really think about it, it boils my blood. Because it's like the audacity. You have the audacity. You privileged young man to do what you are doing. You can't even see right. You acting so crazy and delusional. Like you can't even comprehend why people are like not approving of what you did. Like you can't even comprehend that. Something wrong with you. You married the wrong woman. And you don't see that. You married the wrong one. And you have essentially been digging your disgrace and your complete misguided life. And you are getting deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper down into the depths of despair. That's where he's at, y'all. He is in serious despair. And it's good for him. It's good. The only problem is if it becomes dangerous for him, or he can't see himself getting out of his despair, then that will become very dangerous for him. What will he do? So last month, Harry claimed that his family had showed total neglect for his mental health. He also claimed that his father, Prince Charles, made him suffer in the documentary he made calling that was called The Me You Can't See. Prince Harry said that his father did little to help him through his struggles. My father used to say to me when I was younger, he used to say to both William and I, well, it was like that for me, so it's going to be like that for you. And Harry says, well, that doesn't make sense. Just because you suffer doesn't mean your kids have to suffer. Actually, quite the opposite. If you suffer, do everything you can to make sure that whatever negative experiences you had, you can make them right for your kids. But did Harry ever think, well, maybe your father don't know how to make it right for his kids? He don't know. He did the best with what he knew. And so Harry, at this point, is complaining and not understanding that what is this complaining going to do for you now? Like, what is the point of you complaining and saying this now? Well, we know the point for him saying this now is because we've got this young lady here who is looking for stardom, and she's the reason that Harry is saying all of this now. That's the reason. Otherwise, why are you saying all this, Harry? What? Ain't no reason. You done got yourself wrapped up into this whirlwind with Oprah. And she's gaining popularity, making her millions, and you were essentially going deeper and deeper into your despair. While your wife is getting her celebrity and name recognition, and Oprah is getting her views and doing what she does. And all along, Harry thinks people are really there to help him, and that his father really was not there to help him. Ooh, how misguided he is. How misguided he is right now. It's quite sad, actually. So also, you know, we know he talked about his wife's mental struggles, you know, the suicidal thoughts, you know, and for me at this point, to say you want to be private and to expose these most vulnerable thoughts, I really cannot sympathize with these thoughts that they're talking about. And I don't really think that Harry understands that this is all a branding ploy by his wife. But Harry, I think, is being very serious in his speaking about it, because he doesn't really see that whole branding, you know, celebrity side of all of this. He can see it from afar and kind of have some acknowledgement about what it could be, but he's really desperate in thinking the things that he's thinking. But I think his wife at the same time is very calculating and has drawn him into this, knowing full well what she wants out of it. How can he get out of this? He can't. He cannot get out of this. This is going to cause so many issues and problems, but I don't want to go off on a tangent. I'm going to look at what someone said about this article with Harry being homesick. Firstly, apologies to the whole of your family, not with just I'm sorry. This is what they're saying he needs to do, but with the balanced reasons for why you are sorry. Then do a live apology to the UK public, the Commonwealth, the USA citizens, and to whomever else you have upset over the world in recent months. To restore any level of faith, remember actions speak louder than words. Therefore, when you apologize, make sure you mean it and prove it by acting on what you have apologized for. Please accept the offer of the petition that was created by Lady C. Then bring your children over to the UK to meet up with the royal family. Make arrangements for the grandparents and family on the other side to also meet your children. Get a different therapist and a PR team. After that, get legalities put into place, and if you truly want a peaceful life, get a divorce. Then choose somewhere safe and peaceful to live, not somewhere famous for the limelight. And the person that wrote this, I do not have their information. I did not copy it and paste on here, but this was a comment written about Harry's situation. And to me, this is the best advice. This is like the only thing that is going to get him out of his despair. He might be able to climb up and see his way out of that deep tunnel that he done dug for himself. But that is what Harry needs to do. And I think if anything, this is going to be something I'm going to have to repeat over and over, because what this person said is the only solution. The only solution, as long as your wife's still alive, the only solution for Harry to get out of his mournfulness of missing the UK and being sorry for the things that he has done. And until Harry does the things that this person has said, it is just going to continue to be the Harry and his wife show. Daily drama. Because it's seriously drama. It's news drama in the making every day. And he is in a world of hurt, Harry Windsor. So I just hope the royal family don't feel like there's anything they can even do to make it better. The only thing they really can do is to just shut your mouth when he's around. Don't say nothing. You know, pat him down, like I said, for listening devices. That's what he's going to do. Go back and report everything that was said to his wife. And it just might end up on the next Oprah show. What the family said, what the family did. So they have no choice but to just be quiet, like, oh, there's Harry. Oh, okay. Hi. And keep it moving. Don't say nothing. Hi, Harry. I'm dignified. Nice to see you. Yeah, how about those Yankees, huh? Yeah, let's talk about something. And just let Harry go on doing what he do. We ain't paying no attention to you. We see you here. We nice. We dignified. We smiling. We like, hi, how you? You know, okay, good. How's the wife, the child, the baby, all that. Okay, good, good. Okay. So, yeah, they just gonna have to just royal family, just keep it moving. Let Harry just know that he's there, but he ain't here. He's there, but he really ain't like here congregating with us. Because we ain't shooting nothing with you. We ain't gonna be like, oh, hey, nice to see you and all that. And they didn't even bring Archie with them. Did he bring Archie? I don't know. I just this couple. And I'm just quite frankly disappointed that Kate's not coming. Kate need to show her face. They need to just make him feel some burn and just make him feel the consequences of something. Can the man have some consequences besides y'all just being quiet all the time? Like, just who cares what he feels, how he might feel? Who cares? He didn't care about y'all. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, you cannot kowtow to this man. You just making it worse. Just making it worse. Yeah, y'all got an emergency, all right. Y'all got an emergency. We'll have to wait and see what happens. Remember, I am going live on Thursday, y'all. Hook up with me and let's talk about it. See you then. Peace and love. Bye-bye.